Have you ever read a book and wondered why do critics interpret a text or a particular work in so many different ways? Like some critics may be focused on the historical background, some may focus on the gender roles or some hidden meaning behind the particular text. That's because we have two key aspects to study and interpret literature, that is literary theory and literary criticism. So particularly, what is literary theory and literary criticism? What's the function of literary theory and criticism, and what's the difference and what's the relationship that we have between literary theory and criticism? So in this video, we are going to talk about all these things related to literary theory and criticism in a very simple and easy manner, so that it will help you, be it a scholar or a reader or a future researcher. It's going to help you in so many ways. So stay tuned till the end and learn so many new and easy aspects about the literary theory and criticism. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to talk about or discuss in this video about literary theory and literary criticism, the difference between them and the relationship between them. So particularly, if we talk about our English literature syllabus, students often think that this particular literary theory and criticism part is very difficult. They don't know how to approach this particular topic of our syllabus. So I'll try here to make it a very easy and simple concept for you, so that you be a reader or a scholar or a researcher. It's going to help you in every way. So I'm starting with an example that maybe you'll relate. So in school or in colleges, in our primary stage, we all must have heard about the theory and the practical part. So just remember that back in our primary time, what we used to do, we first read a theory, then whatever is there in the theory, we just interpret, we understand, then we apply whatever we all have learned in that theory to the practical part. So because of the theory, our practical part is possible. Our practical part becomes possible. So whatever we learned from the theory, we apply that into the practical part. So that is the very same concepts is applied here in literary theory and criticism. You will understand later in the video how it's going to relate. But just understand the theory and practical, the same concept is applied here in literary theory and criticism. So let's start with what is literary theory and what is literary criticism. First, if we talk about the literary theory, what is literary theory? So, literary theory is the set of ideas, concepts, or philosophies that provides us some ways through which we can analyze and interpret our literature. And if we particularly talk about the nature of literary theory, it's a very broad and abstract concept. The literary theory in itself is a very broad and abstract concept. And it has some purposes, like it provides us some framework or lens or perspective through which we are able to analyze and interpret a particular work or literature. Next, it provides us a perspective or framework, or it helps us to understand how the meaning in literature is shaped or how the meaning itself is created. So, in short, if I say, it provides us a very framework, it provides us a framework through which we can analyze and interpret our literature. Now, I am giving you some examples of literary theories like Marxist theory, psychoanalytic theory, post-structuralism theory, and feminist theory. Also, we have so other many theories as well. Now, let's talk about what is literary criticism. So, literary criticism is the analysis, interpretation and evaluation of the literary text. It asks us what this particular text or work mean and how does that particular text or work achieved the effect that it shows on the readers. Now, if I talk about the nature of the literary criticism, it's very specific and applied. And now, coming to the purpose of the literary criticism, it helps us to judge, to interpret, and understand some literary works. Also, it provides us a very structured framework to analyze and interpret some literary works. I'm here giving some examples or types of literary criticism like classic criticism, modern criticism, romantic criticism, textual criticism, historical criticism, and so many other criticisms as well. If you have all understood what is literary theory and criticism, now it's time to tell you what's the difference between these two. So, if we talk about the scope of literary theory and criticism, literary theory is a very abstract and a very broad concept, whereas the literary criticism is a very specific and applied concept. And just like nature, in the purpose of these two, there is also some difference. If I particularly talk about literary theory provides us some frameworks to analyze and interpret literature, whereas literary criticism aims to interpret and evaluate some individual works. Also remember, there is a relationship between these two. Literary theory helps us or gives us some tools through which, by applying those frameworks or lanes or tools, we can analyze and interpret the literature. So it's the relationship between the literary theory and literary criticism. Now I'm telling you in a very simpler term, think of literary theory as why and how of the literature, and think of literary criticism at what it means in literature. So in literary theory, the words come how and where, and in literary criticism, the word comes what it means in literature. And by now, I think you all have a clear idea about what is literary theory and criticism, the difference and the relationship between these two. Now, the main question comes here that why literary theory and criticism is so important. Why do we all need to know what is literary theory and criticism? First, if you are a student, it's going to provide you a basic understanding that how you are going to interpret a particular literary work or text, and based on that, if you are able to understand that work better, it becomes easier for you to write some lengthy question types of answers in a very easy and fluid manner. Now, if you are a reader, it is going to provide you a different set of frameworks or lens through which you can analyze or interpret or judge a particular work in so many different ways. And now, if you are a researcher or a scholar, this gives you an understanding that how it gives you an understanding of how you can interpret a particular work in so many different ways, and also knowing about the literary theories, a particular application of the literary theories and criticism was going to help you further in your research journey. I hope now you understand what is literary theory and criticism. As student lacks the basic knowledge of what is literary theory and criticism, they face problems while reading some text associated with it. So I have tried my best to make it approachable, easy and simple for all of you. Also, in the future, I'm going to bring some videos where I'll be talking about some particular theories, criticism, works or text associated with it. And that to be in a very simplified manner and easy manner, just like this video. So, if you want those videos, you have to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you have any kind of doubt in this particular video, please feel free to ask them in the comment section. I'll try my level best to clear all your doubts and make it more approachable while you face any kind of text or works. And if you all like today's video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you all in our next video. Till then, be safe and keep loving literature.